Welcome, people, back to another episode of Creekcast Beat Size. Once again, you know
Oh yeah,
us.
you
This
know.
time we have a special episode. I think it's our very first formal review of a movie,
Mm-hmm.
which is an indie movie. I don't think you have heard about this. Dune,
Mm-hmm.
the next big blockbuster movie that actually made money.
Yeah.
Because as
Yeah.
we all know, movies aren't doing so hot right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, here are our hot takes. Hot take of the century. It's actually a pretty fucking good movie. I really enjoyed it.
So, I mean, first of all, did you read the book?
No, I did not.
Okay. So, I'm basically finished with the book. And I can
Oh.
confirm that the book and the movie are basically the same.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, you don't have to read the book anymore.
Okay. I wasn't going to either way. It's not my kind of book. But hey,
But yeah,
I mean,
I think it's great, honestly.
yeah, I mean, I was going in with the mentality of this being like if you could tell us how good of an adaptation it is,
Yeah.
and I have like no bias
Yeah.
since
Yeah, of
I didn't
course.
read the book. Like I'm just like, is it a good movie? Yes or no? Well,
Yeah, exactly.
uh, another hot take. The story is okay. It's so like the story wise, it's not that
Mm.
great.
Mm.
I think because it's a two-parter and we have an incomplete story, so it kind of
Yes.
feels half baked since like most plot points aren't done or
Yeah.
just barely started to develop. It's a 3 hour long movie. Well, I think it's two. Like 2
Yeah,
hours.
2.5.
Yeah, it feels like 4. In a good
Really?
way.
You felt it long?
In a good way.
Okay.
So
See, because for
yeah.
me, I think it went by super fast.
Oh,
I think
yeah, I did
yeah.
not feel that.
um, I get where you're coming from. Like, obviously, I have a different view since I know what's coming. But yeah, I think that Dune is not only like the book, but also the movie. Just the story in general is basically the base of sci-fi. And you being a huge Star Wars fan,
Yes, I
they
did notice a lot of that stuff. Like,
yeah
uh, it's just, I'll get into it more in a moment, but I picked up a lot of Star Wars. Like, I
Yeah.
know it came first. Like,
Yeah.
Dune was first from Star Wars, but I saw a lot of Star Wars elements into it. Like, the Sand Planet, the actual Dune itself. It's, well, it's Tatooine. Has two
Yeah.
suns. Has a giant worm. It's basically
So-
the same thing. Like, you
yeah.
pick up a lot of things from those classic sci-fi tropes, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool
and-
to see, like, in a modernized way. New effects.
it's just kind of the granddaddy of sci-fi.
Yeah, in cinema, at least. And
Yeah.
honestly, pretty dope. But what captured my attention the most? Well, not the acting. The acting was okay. I don't think there were some like it was cool.
Yeah,
Standard
amazing
stuff.
cast though.
Yeah, amazing cast. Like they really pumped a lot of money into this,
Yeah,
especially with Zendaya. Like
yeah,
she was in all the promotional stuff.
it's great promotion though.
Total 3 minutes, and that's like half the budget.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
the best thing about the movie, like without a doubt, is the scope of it all. Like, holy shit! What like every single shot, like the sense of scale with
Yeah.
everything is just it's magnificent. It's wow, the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Like the score, which you're hearing right now.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It feels alien. Like most movies, like let's say Avatar,
yeah,
like just try to develop these themes for the alien races, which develops just into drums and just European style music, and that's it.
Yeah. It's very
But with this,
surface level.
it's just it feels like a mixture of cultures that sound familiar but are completely alien. It's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and here's the thing for me, because I hadn't been to the movies the movie theaters
Same.
in, like, well, since before the pandemic. The last movie I saw was 1917, and I knew I had to watch this in the cinema, and seeing it in the cinema, like, you have to. It's a cinematic experience. This is what you go to the movies for.
Yes, my girlfriend made fun of me because of that.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, because we went to see the Fast and Furious in a movie theater, like just a regular old normal movie theater, and then I was like, nah, there's a really cool theater near my house, which full VIP stuff. Like I blew my money on every single aspect of it.
On Dune.
And by my money, I refer to my parents' money. But we went to the VIP stuff with all the cool snacks. It was to capture the magic of cinema, and I think it's a peak experience.
It's like when you're in the movie and you just start hearing the score, it's like you just get immediately wrapped up.
Yes.
And you're in the world because just the whole sound, everything is so perfectly designed. I mean, it's...
I really forgot how immersive cinemas are.
Yeah, me too.
Like there were scenes where the water droplets were falling into a window, and I like felt it in my ear.
Yeah.
I felt like I had headphones, but not really. It's
wow. Crazy.
Well, that's less about the movie and more about how much we miss cinema.
Yeah, and it's on HBO Max, but don't watch it on HBO Max.
Nah, it's a movie experience. Like you have to watch theater.
Yeah.
And
there's
overall
100 movies that you can
cool.
watch at home.
The world building was also amazing. Like I feel like they didn't even have enough time. Like even if it was like 2 hours and a half.
Yeah.
Of just like half of it was like pure exposition, like no actually like story driven things happening, just like pure like information dumps in a subtle-ish way, because like most of the time in movies, especially in new sci-fi movies, a character is just going to explain the entire universe in a single sentence. Like, oh yeah, we're the rebels and we're going to kill the Empire because they're really bad and we're the good guy. And it's like, But this movie really takes its time with everything. Like, there's a narrator at first, which I personally don't like narrators, but I think it was necessary to like start the movie off, because a lot of information. There's like 7 different main factions.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, the book itself is a very heavy book. And the first half of the book is precisely that. Like, that's what's so amazing of how the interpretation became so real, because the pacing and the way the information is handed to you, which can be very difficult to understand, it's so on point with the book. And that's what's like mind-boggling. Like, it's just perfect. And if somebody who didn't read the book understands, which has been the case that I've heard from many people, it shows how well they describe the world.
Yes, I mean, you definitely can't slip through some stuff. If you're a person that like stops paying attention in 10 minutes, like you're going to miss like very important chunks of the movie.
You are. Yeah.
Because there isn't like a single part of the movie that doesn't have an important piece of information. If it's whether just the structure of how the entire galaxy works, like there's like an off sentence about the spice that they're searching for, because and like some people like that I talked to out of the cinema didn't even know like, well, why the fuck did they care so much about spice. like you
Yeah.
salt. I don't know, but it's an offshoot comment that's like, oh, it's used for interstellar travel, and it's the most
Yeah.
valuable resource ever.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
Like,
okay,
one sentence can make you lose control of everything. Like if you don't
yes.
listen to it, you're gonna be lost.
Soundtrack's going hard right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's it really does feel alien. It's amazing.
Yeah,
The sense of
but
scale is pretty cool. Just like whenever you see a human aside, like from anything else.
else.
Yeah, it feels like a truly cool Tatooine. It doesn't feel like it's just a desert. It really does feel like it's an entire planet.
Yeah.
What else before this episode gets too long?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I could go on with this, but I guess we should just wrap it up with our creek view.
Creekview. So, in a nutshell, pretty cool sense of scale, outstanding score, okay acting, amazing cast, like really well. I wouldn't even say like amazing cast because like some of the characters like I don't know personally, and I felt like they could have been played by anyone except Batista. He was a like I don't know.
Yeah.
There were some like really special casts, really expensive casts. Is what I would say.
Expensive cast.
And yeah, pretty cool movie. I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I won't give it more because I it really does feel like it's undercooked. Not because like not to say that
it's
it
the
doesn't
first
feel
part.
finished. Yeah, it's the first part. Like without it, it just really does feel incomplete, and I felt like I didn't really get anywhere. Like it was like 2 hours of stuff, and I felt like nothing really happened. Up until like the very end when they start doing the thing that I'm not going to spoil.
Okay. I would say amazing soundtrack. Phenomenal, just kind of sense of direction and interpretation of how the book can translate into film. I would say that it's great, kind of the base for how they're going to move on to the second part. And I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Hell yeah. So
Hell yeah.
there you have it. There's no movie recommendation of the week because
I recommend Dune.
yeah, no shit. I also recommend Dune.
And if you can read the book before, which is like 800 pages, you can go ahead and do it.
But yeah, I mean, I would even argue do it afterwards because it's like really late into its existence. So they
enough.
might pull it out of theaters. Well, it's doing pretty well, so it's not going that fast. But go watch the movie before they get rid of it.
Theaters.
In theaters, like
That's
very
symbols.
special.
In theaters.
Yeah, it's kind of sad since most likely I'm never going to see it again in theaters. So I just experienced it like once, and that's it.
Yeah.
But hey, pretty cool, pretty memorable. And yeah, good luck with that. Good luck.
This has been Bit Size.
First movie review. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Bit you later.
Bit you later.